most of the flight, isn't it, for cruising?
Normally.
So if you do a long distance, you want economy, you go lower, 24, 2200 even.
Yeah.
You want old range. So for the world tour, a bit different. Normally, yeah, 2650 is maximum cruise, huh? So I have to remember that also.
I've got a fellow who's going to fly this tomorrow who they restore Spitfires.
Nice, perfect. That'll be good
So
to know.
Gra-
Just know it.
Gravel,
Yeah.
excuse me, Gravel, did you have an idea of how you want to run this? Like to maybe have one person at a time flying around so you can...
Not one. There's a bit of a waste of time that we all sit on the floor. So I just do I make a few circuits. Everybody can follow. So as I command, you're all behind me. You can do the same moves. Or if you're comfortable, do your own thing, of course. It's just for those that have trouble with it a little bit. So and then we're gonna fly to an airport to the west of here. We can try a different environment, and then we can try some dogfighting as well.
Yep.
Have some fun with that. Why not, right? We're in the space, guys. So we're just gonna have a lot of fun with this today. So and should be good to go. But important, we practice this circuit like I'm doing now. I approach curved in, straight to the threshold. No final really. No straight final anyway.
I managed one takeoff so far.
Okay.
I'm just thinking it hasn't been this many Spitfires here since the war, hasn't it?
Quite a lot now. Quite a lot, yes.
Yeah.
I gotta love the sound of this engine.
Now, just looking for where you went to, Gravel.
I just landed, so I'm
Yep. Well, we'll come up behind you then.
Now, what time is it? Who is here? A couple of us. Okay, all friends here, know each other. All right. So who is still having trouble with the takeoff and landing?
I'm taking my takeoff is poor.
So
Landing's okay.
Want to clockwise turn off the rudder, stick pull back. Do we push the stick to the right?
I'm gonna cover that in a moment. I'm just gonna line up on the runway.
Yep, we're behind you.
I'll do a pre-flight debrief, and then we're gonna follow. Explain the circuit a little bit. Yep.
I'll wait for a debrief before taking off. Having a boarding, we are boarding my takeoff.
Just,
okay, it takes practice, but it's so rewarding. Once you get this, it's really fantastic, this plane.
Who's the handle KCJC?
I think it's just someone that's here to have fun and doesn't even know why.
Yeah, but not on the voice channel. Yeah. Okay.
Not in the voice channel, no.
Alright.
So
you gonna come down, hot dog, or?
I am gonna just now land on 60, or is it 9? Yeah. You guys are just lined up. I'll taxi over to you. I'm coming in now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing how well it bleeds off airspeed, actually. It's actually floaty.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't bleed off airspeed quick enough.
No, correct. It still needs to be worked upon. So that's one of the things that we can do. The parasitic, not parasitic drag. Induced drag needs to be higher.
Yeah.
Although the Spitz is, because of the elliptical wing, it is super good in gliding, and it doesn't have much induced drag. So I need to research exactly what is natural. Not what you used to with DCS. I may have it wrong. Just the Spitz really is good at gliding.
Draken, do you want to move down behind Gravel so we can fill in, get up a bit closer?
Me?
I'm just trying.
I'm behind you.
Okay, well I can't see who it is in front of me.
Sorry, that's me, that's me.
I think it's Navik.
Give me a moment.
Oh, it's Narvik, yeah.
I'm just coming in now.
Alright guys. Let's get this party started. So Hot Dog, you're quite familiar, right? The bird from DCS?
Oh,
yeah, I've
shit.
flown hundreds of hours on it. I still can't land very well. I still got it. It still wings me. Man, bloody little thing, shit. Get over.
It takes a bit of practice.
Yeah, I always crashed it.
as happens. Oops.
That's
Okay, so
okay.
let's get started, guys. So welcome. So we're gonna have some fun today. Just start with a little bit of circuits practice. First of all, I want to mention about the flight model that I'm doing. I want a more authentic one. That's my reasoning for doing this. The current one, not only is it version 1.0 from Flying Iron, they have not really done much on it. It comes out of the standard wind tunnel from a Sobo.
Yeah.
It doesn't generate the Spitfire feeling. It just doesn't. The behavior doesn't match the POH. It actually doesn't match anything, to be honest. They're always too much. Everything is basically wrong, to be honest. I can just break this down. The flight model is not accurate. So I worked on that. Not saying mine is there. That's why I numbered my version 0.8. I have to work on it. I just drafted this over the last 2 days. So there's work to be done, but it does match the POH. You do have to set full rudder. You do have to get everything right as well. It does roll. It does take about 5-6 seconds to roll at 200 miles per hour, the optimum roll speed. You go at 400, it can take 8 seconds to do a full roll, and that is really normal Spitz behavior. It is a bad roller. Even in the war, it was sometimes the speed was half that of Messerschmitt. In reality, yeah. So I'm not talking about DCS; they have it too high. But in reality, the Spitz had a bad roll. It had a bad roll. They improved it by having metal ailerons. The first versions had fabric. It was even worse. The version 9, which we have, of course, has metal. It's better, but still, it never had a good roll. The Spitz was not known for that, really. So I'm simulating that too. The P factor is dumped down by a Sobo by more than a factor of 2, so I counter-corrected that as well. So it's more P factor. Doing that already is the need for right rudder trim. Torque is not well simulated by Sobo. Also try to do what I can, and a lot of other things I'm doing as well. Still have to work on the induced drag. I have to verify some data. So a lot of things are verified really from data, historical documents, make sure that it matches the performance and all. So my goal really is to create the most accurate model I can make. That's all. I just want to enjoy it like that. It's just something I want to do. I can't like a plane and not tweak the model. I don't say with grab all that. So I have to do that. Anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take off. We're gonna make a left-hand circuit. We elevate. We climb to about 500 feet. Nothing more. Stay low. And as you may have read already, the way to land the Spitz is not a straight final because you can't see a single thing, and you have to see the runway. So the way that the Spitz was landed, even for real today still, is that when you are a beam with the threshold, so you're flying crosswind, you're a beam with the threshold quite low, 500 AGL, then you turn already. So you turn straight towards the threshold, turning, so that your landing point is actually in your front left or front right, depending on left-handed, right-handed pattern. So you always see the runway. Very, very important. And only before you touch down do you level. That's
Correct.
it. So you can correct that. So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong because you do have more experience.
No, it's correct.
Up. But that's how you do.
Got their flaps down.
Yes, and get your flaps down only during landing, not during takeoff. Gear down first at 160 if you want to, which is a bit high. 140 is better. When the gears are done, then the flaps not at the same time because you get too much down motion. So let your gear down first, wait for the down lamp, then do your elevator. Be prepared for a dip. So straight away pull the joke and start trimming again. And then by the time you start banking, you should maybe have 110, 100 miles on the meter. By the time you do touchdown, or just before, maybe 80, 75 miles, and then you just pull back your throttle and you just idle it all the way to the landing spot just before a gentle stall. About 65 to 70 miles, you do a gentle touchdown, and you should be good to go. Sounds easy, it's probably not. The takeoff. It's actually harder to take off than landing. That is unique. Most planes the other way around. The Spitz is definitely hard to take off, as you might have found out. So the way this works, if you are trimmed properly, and I talk about an accurate flight model in that case, I may have to improve this a little bit. If you want to follow the PH, again, you do the full clockwise rudder trim. Elevator 1 notch up. So always check your trim. Flaps up. The flaps are not for lifts. They are for dragging. They're only for slowing you down during landing, during which you do 2650 RPM, by the way. Anyway, back to the takeoff. Stick aft all the way. Slowly accelerate. So go to about 8 boosts. Really, no need for more for now. Take 10 seconds to go there. You can do a little bit at first to get the thing going, and then you can go back a little bit, and then slowly forward towards that 8. Slowly advance there. While you build up speed, especially when you reach about 15 miles per hour, maybe a little bit less, slowly start moving your stick forward to central. At the same time, feel your wings. You will have to move to the right also to counter the roll. Okay, induced by your torque. And the prop wires as well, by the way. They're balancing each other a bit. Your rudder trim will take care of your P factor if everything is done well. Okay, still maybe do a little bit of rudder. But the main thing is that stick motion. So get used to the stick. It has to be programmed in your brain a little bit. Start with aft, keep it aft until you have some speed. Slowly go forward, slowly, while you go right as well at the same time, as much as you need to stay level. And then she will just take off on their own. You don't need to pull back suddenly to lift her. You don't. She will just take off. Is that okay, guys?
Hmm.
And
Anybody,
aft is
hot dog,
stick
okay so
back,
far?
correct?
Yeah, so far we've got a Mooney Bravo here. I think he's got the clip wing model because that's what I see them as.
Got it. Then I should see a clap wing also, I guess. But okay, welcome everyone. So here we go. So the plan is I'm just going to do a circuit and I land. Everybody got the engine running?
Left-hand circuit, you said? Yep.
Left hand, yes sir. Get
And
your
it's-
trim okay. So I'm going to do a counterclockwise for my rudder.
Question.
My elevator 1 notch up. Not necessarily, by the way. Depends on your fuel load. So I need to play with that a little bit. Some things a bit down to preference. You can have less rudder trim. It really depends how much you want to play with your rudder. Really, it's a bit personal. So
Gravel, I have a
there's
question.
no rule as such. It's just they're good tips, I guess.
There's somebody
All
with a
right.
question there, Gravel.
Gravel,
Yeah,
Yep.
someone
I
Yep.
got a question. Aft is full back on the stick,
Go ahead.
correct? Is that right?
Any question?
Gravel, can you hear me?
I'll be anyway.
full back.
All right, good to go, guys.
I guess not, maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't hear the question though. Yep. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to slowly advance.
After full back.
Okay,
Yeah,
thanks.
After back. I have my canopy closed for the sound only. Normally it's open. And then slowly
yeah.
accelerate. Yeah. Slowly accelerate to 8. Stick forward a little bit and to the right.
Oh,
Compensate rudder if you need. And just let her flow to the sky.
I got full right rudder, and I'm going at 45 degrees. So I don't know what's happened there.
Your rudder's in the wrong direction. You didn't turn the clockwise but counterclockwise.
Well, it's right. I can look down and it says right.
No, you
It
should
was
turn it
right before.
counterclockwise. You didn't turn it counterclockwise, otherwise you would not turn that way.
Well, I got a reset
didn't
button
put
for
any-
to-
Yeah,
I didn't
reset.
put any rudder
That's the
trim
other
in
thing,
and I
have
just
a
took
reset
off
button
just
for
fine.
My, rudder. I'll stay to.
I don't think Gravel
Yeah,
can
the
hear
last
me.
two it was earlier, but
Okay,
the last two.
Let's focus on the pattern for now. So here we go. So we're turning. Crosswind leg. I try to maintain 500, maybe do 600 a little bit. Everybody okay so far? Yeah.
Yep.
I managed to get up.
All right, very
Yeah,
nice,
behind
gentlemen.
it.
Not too fast. If you go too fast, you can do a bit of a side slip. So do it now. Bleed some speed here. I'm going too
Don't
fast
forget to
actually.
bring your RPM back.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
RPM
RPM is
should
back.
be 2650. I was going too fast because I was focusing on other things. Gear down. Okay, when you're beam with the crossing line, start turning. Flaps down as well after the gear. Slowly bleed towards 110 miles as you turn towards the threshold. Not slow, keep her at 100 for now. So all this time you should be able to see the threshold. You should never lose sight of it basically.
The what? The pressure?
The threshold, the first the
Landing.
beginning
What?
of the runway.
Oh, the threshold. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Of the
threshold.
strip.
Part of my Dutch accent. So as we are maybe 1/4 to go in the turn, slow down to 90 or so, and keep going slower. And I still can see the threshold all the way. If you can't see the landing point during any point, you do abort. Go around. Do it again. You should be able to see it until the last moments. Watch the trees. Watch your speed. Don't go too slow. Okay, looking good. 70 miles per hour. I want to keep her there for now. The moment I cross the threshold, idle. Let her glide in. Don't do anything else already. Oh yeah, keep course. Nose up a little bit. Just do a normal landing at that point. Let her glide down. And touchdown! Lift flaps. Use your rudder to stay aligned.
Yeah.
And we are down in a relatively short
I'm
time.
just
You see
trying
where
to
I'm landing?
dodge. I'm trying to dodge you before I
Yeah,
touch down.
The trick is to use a little bit of runway. It is not that easy actually. Most of you will probably dash right for now still.
Took a long time to bleed speed off.
Yes, a bit too long maybe. But again, I
Yeah.
need to research this because I don't want to use DCS as a base for this because they may have it wrong as well. So I need to do research on the both the parasite wreck as well as the induced wreck. So parasites, normal air resistance. Induced is what you get when you make a turn, stuff like that. Inefficient moves, induced wreck. So I want to get those right as well. So that needs research. Because if I'm gonna build my performance based on other sim, I'm only gonna inherit mistakes or deviances, right? So I want to get it right.
She
So,
took way too much time to drop that speed down.
It takes a while, huh? So we're gonna work on that. So stuff to be done. Okay, guys, you want to do another round of this?
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Okay, so back to the trim.
Off the road.
Make sure you raise your flaps, guys, because they may still be up.
Yep.
You don't want to take off with flaps and reset your trim
Trim.
again. Trim.
Trim.
You find it too high maybe right now, so back to 1 notch.
And RPM back to full.
Yes, sir. Don't forget that one. RPM back to full. Verify everything is good. Normally you watch temperatures and whatever, all that stuff, but it's not really
Turning
yet.
left.
Yep. So, okay, let you guys align first, and we can do it one shot. So, final check, flaps up. Trim okay. I'm leaving my fuel pump running during maneuvers. Only during straight level flight I turned off, otherwise my fuel pump is on. You don't need to wobble if your fuel pump is working.
Okay,
Ready,
so
good to
this
go,
time
guys?
I'll try full right rudder trim
so
again.
Make sure it is clockwise turned, huh? Is that okay, Anton?
Yeah. No, it's pointing to the starboard.
Okay, starboard
Yeah.
is the red one facing towards you, right?
Yeah. Starboard
okay.
green.
The green is
No,
forward,
no.
right?
Green
Yep.
is forward, red is back.
Correct. That should be the way. So you probably have the other way around. I can explain another reason for 45.
Clockwise is the other way to read it. Turn
Yep,
clockwise.
correct. Yeah, okay, Anton.
I'm gonna try,
So let's
but
try this. So by right, since there's no wind, you hardly need rudder. Depending on how fast you apply a boost, you may need some. Here we go again. So what I normally do, a little bit more boosters first to start rolling, then back again to 0. Slowly advance to 8.
Everybody's got the silver skin.
Yeah.
Me.
Silver. No, I'm in grey. Oh, that was a better. I had with full
Smooth,
trim
right?
on. It was straight. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, with full trim, it's really a beauty to handle. So you go straight, no issue.
So I get
again,
in the air.
I'm
you can
having
find
an
it out
issue.
with buttons.
I don't know
So-
what the heck is going on.
Go back to 2600, guys. 2650,
Okay.
sorry. 2650. You don't want 3000 RPM, huh? That's only for climb, the battle, combat. You need it. So, okay. Trying to aim for the 500, 600 AGL, so
Anton, your gear's
500
down.
because it's the airport.
I did.
dependent.
Good, thank you. Yeah. I'm
So,
just trying to
I-
trim and get
I-
the
Sure.
RPM
I don't think
right.
gravel can hear me.
yeah, no, he's a handful, guys, for sure. Gear down.
Gravel, did you hear that? Somebody said, I don't think you can hear him.
Correct. So I'll check it out after I land because I heard something about a question earlier and I can't hear anything. So I forgot to turn
Yep.
in the meantime. It's okay. So I'll slowly turn. Same thing. So bleed your speed from 110 to 100 to 90, 80 just before touchdown, 75 if you want to. And keep sight of that threshold. So my turn is to white now. Okay. Compensate.
Also for touchdown, you should put your prop pitch all the way forward.
Yep. And mixture really too, as an old adage.
Get you
That
one
should be
power
it.
when you hit. Yep, that's correct.
Oh, I'm coming around a bit further.
So here we go. Gliding in again, and I still see the runway until the last moment. Keep some positive airflow in the meantime. Oh, shooting over, too fast navig. You want to go slow here, so
I'm behind everyone.
So,
This is stressful. Oh well.
Focused on missing the trees and then
you
not,
practice this
not running
enough,
into
the
not
stress will
running into
disappear.
gravel. Yeah. Throttle right off.
In reality, the pilots needed about 400 or 500 feet maybe of runway, sometimes 300. So that's when you have a lot of practice. So you see where I'm standing.
Whoa,
So
straight through.
quite normal. It's not
I
easy
dodged,
stopping this short.
I dodged out of the way. Just suggest when you pull up in front gravel, if you move off straight away.
Yep. Yeah, okay, you can drive to me. It's just a sim. It's okay. I just want to show you where you can stop, so I leave the marker as myself here.
Because it is distracting trying to focus on your landing, but having somebody in the middle of the strip.
Got it. Okay, I'll move to the side. Okay, we're all here already, right? Almost.
Yeah. Yeah. DNBOF is just coming in now.
Yeah,
Okay, I moved to the side.
Really.
Move to the side a little bit. Let's all pass by. I'm gonna check my audio to see who I'm missing and why.
Creative drop.
everybody-
8.
Don't forget to pull back on your stick to put the brakes on as well.
Yes, right at the last minute too.
And that
Eight of
is only because the turbo brakes
Yep.
are really bad.
Sorry, 8 of Dragons was on a mute. I don't know why. Maybe I clicked something accidentally. So 8 of Dragons, if you said something, you were muted.
Yeah, I was asking a question earlier, and that's all right. No problem.
So welcome everybody. We have 9 of us now. So including myself as 9. Welcome Ben also. See you joined. So good to go. You want to do? Let's go to another airport, guys. There's one nearby. We follow the coastline west, and then we have we can play on tarmac. So let's go for it.
Solent,
Are we
Yes,
going to
sir.
fly?
We're gonna fly there. Yes.
towards Southampton.
What is the name of the airport? Actually, the airport's not even official on the map, so I know where it is, so I can fly there.
Yeah.
It's
Leon Solent is the next
is-
closest. 4,000
Yeah.
feet. Right.
Just a suggestion for screenshots. It would actually be quite good to have classic Spitfire skins than all the silver.
got it. Okay, let's do that. But then I have to go in and out again.
Yeah, you have to
I
go
know,
in and out there.
I know
Yeah,
that.
sort of.
but I mean,
Next time. It's okay.
Why do
I
you
might-
suggest that?
because I don't think the screenshots will look that great with silver skins when this plane deserves classic skins.
That's
Oh,
quite
yeah.
true.
Meh.
Yeah, silver skin's just a promotional skin for a flight around the world, not something that
True.
was flown properly.
Yeah, but this one I want to promote also anyway, so it's okay to me.
Yeah, I understand, but I
Okay.
just don't think.
Yeah, I have to
Yeah.
go out and in again, so I'll stay here then. So loading will take a
Yep.
bit. So we're going to Torney Island. It is nearby. A couple of runways, actually 3 runways to play with, so we can just have some fun there. And after that, maybe we can try some dogfighting, guys. And we just I just want to address any issues that you may have, help you a bit. Then good to go.
I'm just going to load up with some fuel.
Yeah, nice. I did the same. I have my bottom tank full, top half, rears empty.
I don't have any of the rears.
When you
ordered.
say the center 1, 2, and 3, so when you refer to
So the
The
way this
tanks.
works, Tim, I can't rename them. Neither can Flying Iron. Center 1 is the front bottom. Center 2 is the front top. Center 3 is the 2 rear behind combined. So that's what they are.
And
Yep,
you
so
have
which
the
one-
center 2 full?
So center 1 full, center 2 half, center 3 0. That's what I have for now, my current config.
okay.
For around the world, of course, I max everything. I want range, I want reserve time. So, okay.
And
Hey
Right,
guys,
so,
can you hear me?
center 3 off.
Yep, we can
Yes,
hear you.
sir.
Big gotcha.
Ah, great.
I'm ready.
Why-
Hello, Rocket, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome, Rocket.
Thank you. I'm in VR, so I didn't know whether I'd get you or not.
I see. So good to go.
Fake news is here.
The beaver guy.
Fake news. You know, one time when you get yeah, that airport completely missing. So here we go again, guys. Let's go to our next runway.
Having trouble with my views.
there.
And I don't know whether I've got full right. I think I've got full right on. Whoa, here we go.
I've got the same. I'm done the same as you
Oh.
there.
Yeah.
Now I'm having. Now I have to set rudder
Set the rudder,
bias.
right?
What the heck?
I needed full right aileron to hold level then.
Right.
If there's no wind, or it could be just
I
the
don't
torque, I guess.
understand.
Yes, there's torque, there's speed factor, there's prop wash. There are a lot of factors here. Right then. So let's see if we can find the airport.
Sheesh.
Hey, gravel.
Makes me.
Gravel.
Yep.
Can you
Having
stick-
tons of
can you
issues.
stick your torch on?
I don't have a torch on this one.
What the hell?
That's a gravel exclusive.
Now, in taking
Okay.
off, I just want to try and set something straight. I have trouble getting balance between the boost and getting the revs right. So,
Yep. For that,
Um,
check out the SS Flying the Spitz. I got a table there that balances
Yeah,
nicely for
yeah,
you.
yeah. It's just, I understand it. I just have trouble in adjusting them because I get
Oh, I see.
one right, and then when I try and adjust the revs, then the boost change. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that takes some time. Can't be helped.
So basically what you need to do, Anton, is put it to 4 boost and then set your RPM to 2650.
Well, what do you mean full boost?
4 boost.
What
4,
is going
not 4.
on?
4. Okay, yeah.
Set your boost to 4, set your
Yeah.
RPM to 2600 and
Oh
leave
my
it there.
gosh.
It's in normal flight you're talking about now, not taking
Yeah,
off.
normal. This is not, well, no, taking off. As soon as you take off, you should pull your RPM back to 2600, then set 4 boost and then adjust him back to where it says 2600.
Okay. Well, that's
And then trim
Yeah.
the aircraft.
so.
Yep.
Let me see. Take off on like 6 or 7 boost
Yeah, I go full
with
throttle.
full revs, and then you're saying to adjust the revs first before bringing the boost back to 4.
Yeah, as soon as I take off my RPM, so I leave my throttle where it is on takeoff, pull my RPM back to 2600, and then I bring my boost back to 4 for normal flight and adjust my RPM back to 2600.
Yeah,
Right.
because it
That way you
goes
won't
off.
you will not kill your engine then.
Absolutely.
If you leave it any more on past 2600 RPM, you'll kill your engine quite quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then basically you should be able to trim and you should be able to fly hands off, this bird hands off.
Yeah. I can do all that, and I understand the concept. And like I say, I'm just struggling with the steps involved in
And that, yeah.
in getting. Once I've got it trimmed, I'm right. But at takeoff, I just struggle with getting the boost right, and then the revs right, and then the boost right, and then the revs right,
Yeah.
and
Don't touch your mixture. Leave your mixture forward. Don't
Yeah.
touch it.
yeah.
Pretty much. Yes, it
Yeah.
can be quite a handful, but you'll be alright. Alright guys, so we arrived at the airport for playing. There you are. I don't know if it's decommissioned or not, it doesn't show up anywhere, but have fun with this one.
Oh, crap.
It's an old military. It's an old military field. Gravel.
Yes, one
This
is
is an
closed,
old
the other one is...
naval field.
That's right. So one is closed, the other one looks in bad shape, but doesn't matter for us. We can practice here, guys. So have fun. Afterwards,
Oh,
maybe do
this
some
is a disused airfield.
Yeah. Yep.
It's all for us. We deserve for our practice. So have fun. Yeah, the trick is bleeding speed. It's a bit, yeah, not enough drag. Indeed. Even for elliptical wings.
Yeah.
2 knots from the north now.
I still struggle with my landings after years and years and years.
Yeah. The Spitz is, yeah, it takes work.
What airfield's this?
It's
on the map.
disused. It's an old military airfield that's disused.
Someone
made
that
an
hasn't built houses on it yet.
Well, I
Okay.
made an arrangement with the government here. We can use it for today. It's useful for us. It's all ours, guys.
Oh, who was that who crashed?
That was me, of course.
You look fast.
I'm struggling to bleed off speed.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's,
she doesn't bleed off speed very well.
nope.
I'm so used to the gravel. When you shut the throttle, it just stops.
Yep.
This doesn't.
Yeah, I think with the supercharger and stuff, it's still spooling, so it takes time to back off the torque, I think.
So the field is called RAF Thorny Island.
Right. Okay.
THORNEY, Thorny Island. But it hasn't got any code.
Yep, nothing there. It's not on the sim. But I found it on a map. I found it's a nice playground for us.
Yeah.
So let's do some landings.
Even turning, she doesn't bleed speed very well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I find it very slippery.
It's better.
You can throttle
130.
off it.
I have my throttle all the way back, and she's just holding 140.
Yeah, I got about 180 with the throttle off and straight and level.
Lane needs an air brake, which essentially are the flaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need flaps 3, don't we?
There's only one here. It's supposed to be an air brake. I don't think it brakes enough either. It probably needs to give more drag. The induced drag needs to be higher, I feel, so... I'll fix it. Easy to fix, guys. You just need to tune it a bit.
Oh, rocket's heading for me.
All right, let's get these.
We're gonna use the disused one just for fun. Yeah, just because we can today.
Here we go.
Hello, rocket. Every which way here.
This is a rough runway indeed.
Yeah.
Nice
Oh.
though.
So what was the recommended landing speed that you read, Gravel?
70, 75 miles, just above falling speed a bit. Around there is pretty good.
It's lovely trees at the end of this run.
Yeah, I know, I'm going around them now.
Right. Coming in from the wrong way, but oh well.
You did call this a picnic, wasn't it, Gravel?
I don't think I did, but let's call it a picnic. I'm fine with it. It's surely a nice place to practice. No general
God,
aviation.
the rudder authority is terrible, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just gonna adjust my sensitivities a little bit. I can really notice them on this black gravel.
Oh, it's very, very different.
Yeah.
You may need to play around with the axis setting
Yeah.
on the
I'm just
joystick.
I'm just about to create a new one for this.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Special setup for the spits, different button assignments and all that. Here comes the MBOF.
Gone back to no wind again, so
Yeah, it definitely works better with some wind on the nose.
yeah.
Yep, half of it. Yeah.
I'll try full right rudder authority again.
But it is helping,
Yeah.
right? The trimming and all that.
It's weird.
Again, yeah, don't
Sometimes
worry
it
about it.
does, and sometimes it doesn't make any difference.
Could be wind, or it could be the speed you accelerate also. It has a lot of impact, so that matters a lot really in this one.
Maybe.
It's okay. Holdog, what do you feel about the drag of the flap? Is it enough or not enough?
No, the drag's pretty good once you can get down to a speed to put it down.
Thing granted. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna focus on induced drag and parasitic drag then. I think so for now. Just try to get there. All right.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Right, yeah.
I think we've been spoiled by the gravel as so used to it just bleeding
Yeah.
off speed in an instant.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And the gravel is like 6-7 times lighter, so you will come to a halt pretty quickly. You have to slow down less here. So
This is a
already-
slicky plane.
Yeah, I mean the gravel's already at half the speed anyway. So
I don't know
Yeah.
what the
by the time you go
heck.
flaps 3, it stops in the air in a dive.
That's why you have the reset button for the rudder. So after takeoff, I just reset.
I don't know how to do this rudder thing. If I don't have it, I can take off fine or I roll left. If I do have it, I can't take off without just doing a ground loop.
Do you turn it clockwise?
Yep.
Weird.
I'm streaming it. You can watch my video back and
Right, yeah.
see it when it's all done and said and done. See what I'm doing wrong, maybe.
You should have rudder at the top and starboard should be forward.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, it is. It usually is. I haven't ever tried it the other way.
She's a tricky bird to fly, Will.
Yes. Even in real life, this was no easy bird, especially for ground.
I know, and they just used to throw them at the pilots and say, "Here you go."
Yep. They used to do that. 2 flights in the ticket.
Yeah.
Good luck,
Good
guys.
luck.
Shoot somebody and that's
lad.
it.
Don't go shoot some Jerry's down.
But nothing to it, just keep doing circuits, guys. Practice, 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 really. You'll get it. And I think once your drag is improved a little bit, it'll only be easier. So,
Didn't do it.
And I've also got my cockpit open, so that should be inducing drag as well.
in theory, it has no impact on the flight model. It cannot be simulated in MSFS. The reality, yes, agree. Now I have it closed, so I can hear you guys better. Normally I have it open during takeoff and landing. Normal procedure as well. You can stick out your head of the cockpit. Which I do now. So easy to taxi.
Oh no.
Hey, Gravel.
Yep.
While you're editing stuff, can you move the VR viewpoint about 10 centimeters forward?
10 centimeters. Okay.
Or 10 millimeters, or maybe, yeah, about 20 millimeters forward.
Gotcha. Got it. It can be arranged. Yep.
It's got it as if his head's on the headrest, and when you look at the outside model, it isn't.
Good to know, because on VR I need to feedback for this. Okay, I'll do that. 1 inch.
So, I still have the weird problem. So remember when I told you that when the game starts and I spawn in, I'm actually on the left cowling?
Yep.
Now I'm still on the left cowling, but I'm looking 45 degrees left. Previously I was on the left, looking for...
That means you have your default views at the landing view.
It's in cockpit. I did check yesterday. I suspected that, so I went to check. It's in... It's
And
there.
you have my camera.cfg file?
I installed the new camera CFG file.
That's weird, because there's something else going on there, because mine doesn't do that. The only way I look outside the cockpit, just sticking my head out really, not to the front of the hood, that is the original model from Flying Iron, is when you get landing view. Landing view, I set it to stick up, so I can taxi.
Yeah, I go on. Yeah, I go on to the Cowling View, and I've got a camera translate on the up and down keys on the keyboard, so you can actually sit with your viewpoint on the air intake under the engine. That makes landing a lot easier, especially in VR.
I see.
What?
You can also use your arrow keys to break out of the cockpit
What I've been doing.
for a weird sensation.
Personally, I feel like the real thing. I have key binds for left, right, outside the cockpit. Just do that.
I
works
my
fine.
head up.
Yep. Stick out my head, so then okay.
I even open my mouth.
Catch flies.
This
Yeah.
But for landing also, I don't need to see over the hood. I always turn towards the threshold, so I always can see out of my left or right window. So no issue. Classic Spitfire approach.
Yep.
So aside from pulling the throttle off and pulling your stick back, There's no other way to bleed speed, is there? Particularly when you've got too much altitude.
You can slip. You can slip. Slipping is
what?
very effective. Slipping, very effective.
Oh, side slipping, yeah, yeah.
Slipping. It is very commonly used. You want to bleed some, do that.
Yeah.
So let's say you have too much speed to drop your gear. You slip first, then you drop your gear. Okay, that's normal.
Yeah, very long, low finals used to be a favourite, apparently.
What's the stall characteristics like now, I wonder?
Oh, perfect. Try it. It used to be left wing drop, which is not realistic for the Spitz. Now it gives you a lot of feedback first. It kind of wants to nose down a little bit with a slight hint to the wing drop as it shoots. So give it a try. At around 60 miles per hour, 65, you'll get a natural stall for the Spitz. If you got my latest flight model.
Yep, I'm on it.
All right, super. Give it a shot.
Yeah, bringing it down to 60.
So,
did you say?
Yeah, just slowly go up until you hit 60 and you will experience the stall. It will give you plenty of feedback. It's very gentle, plenty of warning for the stall, no sudden movements, just as the real thing. So I'll spend some time tweaking that today. You can force her in a wing drop, but other than no.
Okay.
It's nice to be like
That's
running
how
and watching it.
should stall.
I don't know what the heck I'm doing. This is so...
You're okay,
I know. Still
Yeah, she's definitely no bush plane, guys. This is maybe we have been spoiled a bit, like you guys said, with the gravel.
Yeah.
This is harder.
And I end up in the bush quite a bit.
The next thing, the next big challenge, I reckon, is for touch and go, because if you've got to reset the rudder as well, like like if you've landed and then to put everything straight again and not crash off the runway.
You have a keybind for that, so just press and hold it, and good to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to manage a bit more. Touch and go.
Like funny gravel, I'm holding 70 miles per hour.
Yep.
And you can't go below it.
Perfect.
No, she won't go below it. I'm actually climbing at 70 miles per hour.
That is weird. Then what is your prop setting? Can you boost?
No,
Sounds
no
like your
boost
prop
on.
is...
I'm actually pulling my prop pitch right back now to... No,
If you
prop
go
pitch
out
is all-
where you idle. Not that I.
I'm
If you
just-
idle big up, you definitely should slow down.
I'm actually floating.
That's weird.
Yeah, I've got my prop pitch all the way back, and I'm sitting on just under. It's just coming down to 60. No, 70 now, right there.
Yeah. Slowly.
And I
see,
have
this is
zero boost and 0 RPM. Oh no, 2 RPM.
zero boost still. Zero boost is still some boost. You may want to go to idle negative first.
No, I'm actually -4,
It's 4.
minus
Okay.
6. Yeah, she doesn't want to come. She's sitting at 70 miles per hour.
Slow down.
Yep.
There's something funny going on here. Mine does.
Mine does not stall either.
She's
It's
not
difficult to
stalling.
stall. It's difficult stall.
She's not stalling. She's floating. Oh, you should come up and fly by the side of me and see this.
Let's work
Oh,
on this a
there we
little
go.
bit more because I just
There we
did stall,
go.
1
It just
hour.
did a wing over.
Yeah, eventually she will. See it drop.
Oh, I can actually put. Oh, she only winged over when I pulled the nose straight up.
It is. You have to force her into a wing over. That's correct.
Oh, there you go. Force the
So,
wing over into the
This
sea.
will probably be better when there's a little bit more induced drag, so this will complement what you're doing right now as well. So let's slightly improve that, guys. So it should be okay. We'll get it right. Prop punch is good. Oops. Okay. So you guys want to go for some dogfighting soon? Or you want to try a bit more?
Yeah, I'm just getting restarted in the air
Okay.
because I had to. It crashed into the sea.
I don't understand how you did that.